For those of you who don't know, the Wraith was released a few days ago at Clocktower Australia. We had our in-person live stream. That was super, super fun. You should definitely go check that out to see how the Wraith functions in person. But it sort of has to work a little differently online. So I'll let Jamie talk about that and how we've done it, made it work.
Yeah. So just as a recap, in case anyone missed it, the Wraith is a minion whose ability is you may choose to open your eyes at night. You wake when other evil players do. So the Wraith knows what's happening at night. They can open their eyes all the way or just a little. And obviously, when we're playing online, it's not, you're not sitting there in a circle. You can't just open your eyes and like interact with things. So we needed to kind of adapt that for online. So the way that it works is that if a storyteller assigns a player the Wraith token, then you are able to with the Wraith token, click to open your eyes if you'd like. And you have two options. You can open your eyes into eyes open mode, or you can open your eyes into peek mode. So if you're in eyes all the way open mode, you can see every message that the storyteller is sending to players. So that means storytellers, you're going to need to use the night cards to communicate with your players during the night so that your Wraith can creep on them and see what's being sent. Every single time the storyteller sends a message to a player, if the Wraith's eyes are all the way open, then there is a small dice roll chance that basically a message will be prompted that says, like, let's say if Alana's the Wraith, it'll say Alana saw this. It's a very low chance that that'll come up, but if your eyes are open, that chance exists. As the Wraith, you don't need to be clicked into that message in order for that message to be prompted. It's just if your eyes are open, every message the storyteller sends will prompt that message. Now, if you would like to know who's waking up in the night, but you don't want to get caught, then you also have the option to go into peek mode. And if you're in peek mode, then you can use the text box, so like the text chat that exists in your app, drag that out so it's somewhere on your screen. You'll be able to click on the session tab in your text box, and it'll give you little line items saying the storyteller has sent a message to Theo, or the storyteller has sent a message to Sam. And that way you'll be able to identify who is waking up, but you won't know what information you're getting. When you're in peek mode, there is a 0% chance that you will get caught. This is the equivalent of playing in person and seeing the storyteller go to tap somebody and then going, okay, I'm going to close my eyes right now so that I know they wake up, but I don't know what they're doing. If your eyes are closed or in peek mode when somebody is sent a message, then you as the Wraith will not be able to see the text in that message or what was sent to that player. You'll just know they received it. Your eyes have to be open when the player receives a message in order to know what happened in that message. So I might be able to see in peek mode that Alana got a message, but I will only know that we sent Alana a 2 if I actually had my eyes open at the time. Last really awesome part of the Wraith, and probably one of my favorite parts, is the coordination that you can do between yourself and other evil players in the app. So again, keeping that text box open. As the Wraith at night, you have the power to send private text whispers to every single player in the circle. These do not they don't leave a trail. So it's not like when you're whispering your neighbors, you get those little envelopes flying back and forth. Full stop. You can send messages to anyone without anybody else knowing. However, you should be aware that this is not limited to players on your team. So if you choose to message a good player, they will get that message and then they will know you're the Wraith because no one else has that power. But you can also, if you want to, maybe marionette somebody or convince them that they're like evil with you, or maybe it's a politician you're trying to get them to play on your team. But, feel free to message whoever you want, but just be aware that, it will not be limited to players on your evil team. You can send a message to everyone. On the flip side of this, we have proof for players trying to break this and find the Wraith. Anyone can try to send a message back to you, but it will be blocked. And there's no way to tell whether or not that message has gone through. So you can't just as a non-Wraith player in a Wraith game, you can't just spam messages to everyone. Although if you are the Wraith and you get a surprise message from somebody, don't respond to it unless you want them to know that you're the Wraith. So yeah, that's pretty much how it works online. We're super excited about it. If people have questions, you can read the Wraith Almanac thing. You can watch this game. You can go watch us play in person. This character is awesome in person. Everyone should play with it in person. But if you can't play in person, or if you really want to play with it online, this is how you do it. So we're going to show you now.
We've got Emerald the Wraith. I think he will have a
Amazing.
lot of fun with that. Our Shugenja is pointing towards the Poisoner and then the Fangu. So that's pretty fine. I don't think we really need to jump in there with a puzzle drunk situation.
Yeah, I'm happy for the puzzle drunk. Either the puzzle drunk VI or we puzzle drunk the fortune teller.
I think puzzle drunking the fortune teller. Yeah,
I'd
I
rather
mean,
have a sober fortune teller, I think, because they can poison that fortune teller pretty quickly. Like it's the only character that you'd see if Emerald's awake, he'll see, pick
um,
2 players and he'll know instantly Zach's the fortune teller. So
yeah, I agree. So to that end, we want to puzzle drunk the village idiot and then go from there.
I think let's do it. That's fun.
I'm gonna chuck in the puzzle drunk token and not just the one because this
Yep.
is easier. We
Love
also
it.
need to think about the fortune teller red herring. Who
Yes.
do we want to put that on? The fun thing is, if we put it on an outsider, then it can move mid-game. I don't know if that's a feature, but that is a
That's
fact.
certainly an interaction that can happen. Yeah, I don't hate that. I think it could be interesting to put it on somebody who's maybe not going to be super keen to offer themselves up as cannibal food.
I agree.
Um,
I like putting it on
so
people
like,
who's alive.
yeah, I think like Tessa the Morning might not be a bad shout.
Yeah, the other option is putting it on Fran the cannibal. I'm almost
Yes,
certain
very
Fran won't
true.
offer himself up to get cannibal food.
Yeah, I'm not mad about having it on Fran, but I do wonder. Although the thing is, right, with the Wraith on the script, the Wraith could see somebody wake up and then instantly whisper the demon bluffing cannibal, like, "Hey, like I think we killed the Shugenja because I saw Adam get a direction on the first night. Or I know Adam woke and he was happy to
Mm,
die." So maybe, yeah, I think let's do put it on the cannibal because
yeah, I
cannibal,
like that.
the context of the bluff changes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I
sick.
can get behind that. That's pretty much everything we need to do. I've just noticed that in this new app we have different like backgrounds and stuff for all the different characters, like the
Ah,
base
yes.
3
We
ones.
finally put the experimental backgrounds in,
Mm,
which is a nice addition. I think it was just more subtle before. But yeah,
yeah,
all the
yeah,
characters' backgrounds are on the tokens now, which is cool.
yeah, it stands
You
out.
can notice that they're a little bit brighter, which at some point the base 3 tokens will catch up. Yeah, we got everyone's feedback on tokens being difficult to read in dimly lit rooms when they wanted to play, with good vibes. Cool. Let's
Yeah.
get some demon bluffs in there as well. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great point. We have a couple options to choose from. Um, I mean, with this, like, the Wraith's probably gonna quickly work out what's in play anyway. So I think this sort of just, like, tells the demon things pretty early, which is fine.
Yeah.
Crazy thought, I want to see a Fangu bluff Banshee that didn't work and just be like, it has to be
I
Poisoner.
love
I think that would be
that.
a lot of fun.
I'm so here for that. I think for Sam in particular as well, like he would love kind of like a High Priestess Alsahir type vibe.
Yeah, I agree.
Um,
I agree.
yeah.
I think I'd rather give High Priestess.
Yeah. I mean, I'd be keen to maybe not give like cannibal food type bluffs.
Yeah, I can get behind that. I mean, the last one is
Yeah.
Balloonist, which I think is fine. Um,
It's just such a Fangu bluff. So like I'm maybe slightly more keen for Elsa here, but I'm not super fussed either way.
yeah, I mean, we could give all three. I worry that it's too, like, vibes-based of a selection of 3 bluffs. Um,
Yeah, that's fair. Like there's not enough information that they're
yeah,
presenting.
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And
We can leave Balloonist. I
especially,
think that's
especially with
fine.
our Hermit -1, I think the Balloonist is a...
Balloonist is a good sign to say, hey, like there maybe aren't 3 outsiders in play. So I'm keen for that. Like that Emerald's instantly in peak mode.
Yeah.
But he can just be in eyes all the way open mode right now because we're waking up the rest of the evil team to do their thing. So
Yeah.
I think if we want to, we can just kind of like add Emerald to the chat and then bring George and Sam in one by one. This is one of the options for running it online. Like you don't have to use the cards for waking evil players specifically because they talk to each other. And so that could
Yeah.
be fun. Just
Yeah,
get
I'm
him in
keen for
here
that.
and then
Let's
yeah,
do it.
cool. I've summoned him.
Hello.
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 Look at
No one
you.
can say that my eyes are open.
No,
That's true.
it's really foolproof. Cool. All right. Well, we're gonna grab a little friend of yours.
Hey.
We love
Woohoo.
friends.
We do love friends. Hello.
Fancy seeing you here.
Hello.
George, you will be shocked to learn that Emerald is your fellow minion, and
Oh my
Sam is the
god.
demon. Cool.
Fun team.
Yeah.
All New Zealanders.
Yes,
You are a New
especially
Zealander
you.
for sure.
Yep.
Good. Okay. Thank you, George. Goodbye.
George, what have you asked? Act out which minion he was. I'm sure we'll find out.
That's a good point. Well, we'll get Sam. Oh yes, Emerald. George is your fellow minion, and Sam is the demon.
Okay.
Yes.
Would you like me not to
Yeah.
talk in these chats? Or just a signal thing?
Well, the thing is, right? If you were playing, I think it's funnier if you signal things. But like, you can be sending the private messages, and if you were in person, like I've done it before, where I have like the big app on my phone, and I've just like held up messages and been like, I am this character. So I think if you want to talk, like that's totally fair game. When Steve and I talked about putting this online, we were like, yeah, absolutely, we can have evil people in a chat talking. So yeah, if you want to talk, go ahead. Yeah. Hi, Sam.
Hello.
Hey, Sam.
I guess Emerald's here as well.
Yeah, Emerald is
Yeah,
your
yes.
twin. Surprise.
I'm the wizard.
Emerald is your one of your minions, and George is your other minion.
Oh, excellent.
Yes. And some roles that are out of play for you are Banshee, High Priestess, and Balloonist.
What do you want to be?
Well, I will point to the Fangu token on my script and say, I don't think Banshee is a good idea, bud.
That's fair. That's fair.
Boo.
So I'm probably going to take High Priestess. If you can
Okay.
point me towards people who wake up in the night, like just message me at some point, that'd be great.
I certainly can do that. Easy.
All right. Thanks, Sam.
Ooh,
Cool.
thanks, Sam.
You can actually, you're still awake, so you can just stay in here for a bit.
It's like a bad idea if someone else joins.
Well, we would tell
Wow.
you.
Someone else is about to join.
Yep.
Ah.
Oh,
George. George, could you pick a player, please?
Sure. Before, is Shigenja a bluff, as they'll determine on what I do?
Oh no, it's Banshee, High Priestess, and Balloonist. What do you want?
Awesome. I'm
I
leaning
forgot
towards
which
maybe
one's
going for
Sam
Zach.
already.
Well,
Okay. I
and
are you
in case
poisoning
the Shigen.
or witching?
Yeah,
Zach?
yeah.
You're
That's what I'm
poisoning.
doing. I'm poisoning people.
Okay.
George, gonna need you to pick a player, please.
Friends
You
left.
know, yeah. I will pick Zach, please.
Do you want to be the
thank you very
Banshee,
much.
George? You could be the
Yeah,
Banshee.
yeah. I will
Nice.
be the Banshee.
Cool.
All right. Thank you for your time, George.
Thank
Goodbye.
you.
Imagine if you added someone
Okay.
else and I stay in here. Who do you
Well,
think I
I
could
think-
gaslight?
Can you imagine? I mean, that's gonna be the thing, right? When Marionette is on the script, like you absolutely there's so much time for that.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
stay in and be like, oh, hello. There is actually a jinx. Oh, the jinxes aren't in the app right now. I will quickly go over them. There is a jinx between the Marionette and the what's it called? The Wraith.
I reckon let's bring that up after the game
yep.
because we are.
We'll do that later.
slightly behind
Yep.
schedule.
Cool.
I'm pretty happy just to convince the rest of the town that the next person that comes in here is just lying.
Well, we could invite them in if you'd like.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
You
Are
sure?
you sure? Okay.
All right.
You're 100% sure?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Well, in that case, I will grab the next person in the night order. They're gonna come in. Yep.
Hello.
Hey, Zach.
How's it going?
Hello. Oh, hi, Emerald.
Hey, how's it going?
Zach,
Good.
could you pick 2 players, please?
I certainly can pick 2 players. I wonder who one of them won't be.
I'm storytelling.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. The mysterious third storyteller that is sitting down. Ooh.
Zach, could you pick 2 players, please?
Can I please pick Sam and Danica?
Ooh, I wouldn't have
Sam
done those
and
two.
Danica, you learn a no.
Brilliant.
Okay.
Oh,
Thanks everyone.
thank you all.
Off he goes. There we go. That's the Wraith doing Wraith things.
Good stuff. That's so funny. All right, well, let's use some night cards for the rest of people. So Adam will
Yeah.
learn anti-clockwise, which is the correct direction. And Emerald, since he's in peak mode, will have seen that message went through, but not seen what Adam got. And then we can prompt Claire to pick a player. Let's see, who else?
We missed Brad,
to- oh.
the seamstress.
Yes, we will also ask Brad if he wants to use his ability. That was incredible.
Yeah. I
That was
agree. Zach will have
very,
no
very
idea.
strong poison.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Very, very nice.
Okay, Brad is not using his ability, and Claire has picked Emerald. Should we just say evil?
I'm just showing chat what's going on. You showed anti-clockwise, which is correct. Claire has picked Emerald. Yeah, I reckon we should show Emerald.
I think we say evil.
I agree.
Because then Claire won't be able to trace as easily. Yeah.
I
Cool.
agree.
All right. Love it. Well, that's all for our night.
Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah.
See what happens.
Good morning, everyone. I hope you all had a restful sleep. There's some behavior in the town that may or may not be of the irrational variety, and also Theo and I are dead. So thanks in advance for solving our murders and whatnot.
Oh no.
Thanks for my message, Alana. I appreciate it. Even though you sat next to me, I noticed.
Wait, thanks for what?
Nothing.
Yeah, I did.
I just remembered something that we should let people know, so I'm gonna very quickly summon people back. This is not some wizard bullshit.
Hello.
Cool. Hello. Really quickly, I did forget to mention there is an optional rule for the Wraith that we will be using, which is once per game, a player who is mad that you are the Wraith dies. So if there's a Wraith in play and people are saying, oh, like Theo's the Wraith, like we all know Theo's the Wraith, like if the Wraith is in play, then once per game, a player who is mad that player is the Wraith will die.
Is
Cool.
it optional?
Okay,
Is
what
it
about your
might,
days?
Or...
It is. So it is. If you are using the rule, then they will, I believe.
So would it be like the first
exact
person?
text of it. No, it's just once per game. A player that is mad that you are the Wraith dies. I'll copy it into the chat here and also put it in the stream chat. Cool. There we go. Okay, you can go talk now.
How are you?
I'm all right. How are you?
Very good. Well rested, as I wasn't awake during the night.
No.
Hello.
Zach. Are you the Wraith?
Yes.
Because Fran is really insistent that you're the Wraith, so I was wondering if he was correct.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Fran is correct. I am the Wraith.
Will you prove it tonight by giving me like a little message saying I am the Wraith?
I certainly can try. I'll try that for you.
Okay, what are you bluffing?
Fortune teller.
You're bluffing fortune teller.
I'm currently saying I have a no on Danica and Sam.
You've got a no on Danica and Sam. Okay, let me just write that down, just because I might be able to help you later on.
Yep.
No on Danica. Where's Sam down there? Your neighbours. Is it a married
My
script?
neighbours.
No.
Oh, it is too, isn't it? Oh, it's not?
Not.
Okay.
It's not.
Cool.
It's okay. You're all good.
We're all good. Okay, you scared me there for a second.
Adam and Claire are talking to each other, and it's a Typhon script.
True.
Last neighbours chatting. Sam and Fran, no. Danica and
No.
Tessa, no. Emerald and Brad, yes. Ooh.
Okay.
Interesting.
Interesting
Very
Typhon line at the
interesting.
top.
Would you like me to monk protect you?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's probably a really good idea, actually.
Okay, sure. I'm definitely the monk, so I'll protect you. And
You are definitely the monk, and I'll definitely be protected. Absolutely.
Yeah, this was a really productive chat, so thank you so much for sharing all of your true and powerful information with me.
You're most welcome. Anytime.
Wait. I've got one more question.
Yes.
Who's your red herring?
Very good question.
ceiling.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Ideal.
Okay.
Perfect.
I also wake every night.
Ah. Well, hold on. What's that then?
Well, I never said
My
I was an
Wraith-
outsider. You said I was an outsider.
Oh, okay. Well,
I said I was somewhere in between good and evil.
okay. Well, my Wraith has not signaled to me what that means. So what? You want to give me some more detail?
I'd prefer not to.
Oh, fair enough. All right. Well,
Okay,
I'm just gonna leave
thanks.
this conversation. In. Goodbye.
Perfect, thanks.
Which way are you pointing?
I'm pointing counterclockwise, so I'm trusting Fran.
Oh, okay, awesome. Good.
Mm,
Good stuff.
it's interesting. So you're. Well, you can say George pointing.
All right.
You can say George is pointing in the direction.
Towards Tesso, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Towards Claire. Yeah.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's nothing.
Yeah, it's fine. Let's not worry about it.
All right. I won't worry about it. All right. Bye.
All right.
I don't.
I'm not sure if I just saw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I just had to take a sneaky peek at you. You know.
Yeah. I'm worried you might be the Wraith.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't understand why you'd come to that conclusion.
Yeah, it's weird. So what are you?
What am I? I'm the seamstress.
Yeah. Ah, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Um,
And what are you, actually? It'll be good.
they
great
are
to
on
know.
the same team. That doesn't. I don't think they're the same interest at all.
Wait, is there anything else that picks two players? Yeah, I'm the seamstress.
Yep. Cool. I'm the.
I think the poisoner hit me, and yeah. Oh, you're the noble. Oh, brilliant! What are your names?
I could tell the poisoner to hit you if you'd like.
I get that's fine because I've used my ability, so
That's makes total sense. There'll be no need. I guess I won't see you tomorrow night then.
Yeah. No,
Perfect.
you won't.
Okay. Yeah, I'm the
Perfect.
noble.
You know, I fully believe you.
Yeah, that's good.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Emerald.
Pair village idiot claims pings with your balloonist pings, and that could help.
I got.
Oh no, Tesso, there is now no way for us to communicate at all.
I know, right? What are we gonna do?
A real shame.
Welcome back to town, everybody. It's not school, you can just talk.
I would like to Alsa here guess. Claire as the demon. Adam as a minion. Fran as a minion. Emerald as a minion. Thank you.
Thank you. Alana?
Well, I am the Elsa here, so I would like to guess that Claire is a demon, Adam, Fran, Emerald, minions.
Thank you. Fran?
Yeah, I'll claim else here, and I'll guess Adam is the demon, Claire, Tesso, and George as minions.
Thanks. Well, given how talkative this town is, you can just start nominating or whatever.
So I would also like to ask anyone if they were visited by a wraith last night, like if they saw someone with their eyes peeking or anything like that. Thank you.
I couldn't possibly say.
Okay.
I saw one, but I'm too close friends with them, so I'm not going to out them.
Okay.
Adam would like to nominate George.
Tell us why.
I have heard of a fortune teller who got a yes on George and somebody else. I'm not going to reveal any more of that information. And I haven't heard anything about George. I haven't spoken to George. It's just information I've heard. So I want to put that out there.
George?
I have heard of a Shugenja that is pointing at Adam. And Shugenjas only point at explicitly one person, whereas fortune tellers, they get two. So therefore, let's murder Adam.
All right, take 6 to put George up for execution, starting now.
Adam, it is possible that fortune teller might be, and just hear me out here, a double claim.
You've got my vote.
5 is not enough.
I will say I am not the fortune teller. I've claimed my role to a number of people, and I have not claimed fortune teller to anybody. So that's not my claim.
I would like to nominate Adam.
Why?
Because the talk of the town says that Adam is in a Shugenja ping specifically.
Adam?
Shugenja could point to a number of people. Potentially I'm in that Shugenja direction, but I don't think this is a good kill necessarily right now.
You're actually in both Shugenja directions.
All right. Well, takes 6 to put Adam up for execution, starting now.
I think
must
Adam
really
might be
be
good
evil
cannibal
then.
food as well. Let's get some hands.
My vote.
George? No? Interesting.
6 is enough. Adam's about to die.
Very interesting.
Is the clock hand a tiny bit slow?
Yeah, we're alright.
If only a wizard could wish to make it faster. Last call for noms.
I wish.
Can I have a quick chat, Jams?
Yeah, of course.
Theo, can I nominate while Amy's away? Or is
No,
that cringe?
you may not.
Okay, well I'd like...
Hello.
Hey. What's
Hello.
up?
I would just like to make a wish, please.
What is your wish?
You do not have the wizard ability. You can make a wish.
I would wish that the clock hand would move slower when an evil player is on the block. Thanks.
All right. Thanks for that.
Also,
It's
can I
not gonna
puzzle
do
master
anything.
guess Emerald? That's all.
You also don't have that
Cool.
ability. All right. If there are no other nominations, the day will end in 5.
Yeah, I'd like to nominate Sam, please.
Why?
We had a chit-chat where he told me a lot of things, and then he didn't want to hear anything from me. He was pretty unbothered that I didn't claim anything or say anything about me or my thoughts on this game, which I think is sus, and that is short. It's lingo for suspicious. Just in
Sam?
case you're not aware.
That's fair. I have genuinely only just realized that I didn't have a claim from you, and we did have a pretty long chat. I did have someone else that I really needed to talk to, though.
All right. 6 to die, 7 to die, starting now.
Is that someone who you want dead?
No.
But then you went to talk to Adam after our chat.
3 is not enough.
No, because it took me a while to find. It was not Adam that I
Closing the day in 5, 2.
Was it the Shugenjas?
All right. Adam is executed and dies, and you all go to sleep.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
As
Well, that's a
predicted-
yummy.
Yeah. as
Yummy
predicted,
lunch.
Cannibal gets to eat the Shugenja. It's going to point right at Emerald. I honestly don't think it's going to be that useful.
Yep.
Emerald's going to get out
I think
pretty
that's
soon.
fine.
Um,
Cool.
but
All right.
It is
So
interesting
maybe for
'cause it will
tonight,
confirm Claire is good after both Shugenjas point away
Yes.
from Claire.
which is also wild because Claire's going to get bad information.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Let's start by we'll have Emerald open his eyes all the way. Because we're going to hang on. How do we make it open? There we go.
Yeah, okay.
Because we're going to wake up
Oh.
Joe. No, he keeps going back to peak mode. I'll
Well,
grab
that's on
him and
him.
be like, no, just Hey, we're waking up your
Hey.
teammates. Please keep your eyes open.
Right, okay. But sometimes
Yeah,
it
it's okay.
changes automatically.
Yeah,
up in
that's
the
us. That's us.
Oh, got it. Okay. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. Well, since you're here, we might as well do it this way.
Yeah.
Hey, please pick a player.
people that woke up night one was Claire, Brad, Adam, and Zach, who's the fortune teller. I don't know if you'd rather pick not one of those or one of those, because Adam's probably the noble or librarian.
Yeah. Alana and Amy Rose both lied to me, so I have no idea what's going on there. I think if Zach's a fortune teller, I'll just keep it on Zach for now, and then
He did pick Sam last night, so there's a good chance that he won't pick him again because he got a no because he poisoned him. But
that's the thing that
he got a yes. Yeah.
Then he can get a yes out there somewhere else. Yeah, I will go Zach, please.
Cool. Also, don't talk to me in public because I'm waking up with Zach.
Amazing. That's brilliant. Thank you.
All right. I just realized something. Sam, can you go back to town? Thanks.
Yep.
Hello.
Cool. I am gonna wake up someone else now, Emerald. If you it's not somebody that I would wake you for, just so you're aware.
Okay, I'll go to.
So you might want to leave. Yeah, cool.
Ah, what a shame. No more friends for Emerald.
Yep. Let's send Amy Rose a card and ask her to make a choice. Cool.
So Emerald is definitely going to know Amy Rose is the monk, which is pretty useful knowledge.
This is true, but I think he would know that anyways. And Amy is protecting Sam. Good. Excellent. All right. Well, now
what's the vibe when the Fangu attempts to kill an outsider? Are they safe from themselves, and do they just kill the outsider?
Oh well, she's switched it to Zach, so now we don't have to answer that.
What a shame. What a shame. All right, Zach is safe.
My understanding is that it prevents they are safe from themselves, which is a pretty unfortunate thing for the Fangu. It goes both directions, because it's if you protect the outsider they're trying to jump to, or the Fangu, they can't jump.
Yeah.
It makes the monk a lot more powerful, which isn't bad. Okay. Yeah. So now what we can do is have Emerald open his eyes all the way, and then wake Sam. I suppose we can just get Emerald back in here, because I think he would prefer that anyways. Cool. Hello. Welcome back.
I ask a storyteller question.
You may.
Wait, hang on. I did pink Sam already. Is it one that you can be asked in front of Sam, or does it?
I think so. I was just going to ask if a cannibal gains the first night ability, would you give that to them immediately, or would you do it after the demon kills?
I would do it after the demon kills. So if they gain a You Start Knowing ability, then they wouldn't. They would get the information if the demon didn't kill them. But if the demon killed them, they wouldn't get it.
Okay, Amy Rose is the monk.
Okay, I kind of want to go for Alana today, because fun fact about being the Fangu in this game, there's 3 outsiders in play, which means that someone has the Zealot ability. And unless they've been cheating, Alana is the only player who voted on everything. So I just want to.
You're happy to jump? Sure.
I think that makes, because then Alana doesn't have to vote anymore. We can hide that.
Yep, happy with that.
Cool. I'll pick Alana.
Thank you. Goodbye, Sam. Okay, Emerald, I'm gonna need you to stay in here.
Yeah,
that
sounds good. Wake some more people.
Yep. Hi, Alana.
Hello.
Uh-oh.
Alana, you are the Fangu, you are evil.
Fuck. Okay.
I am the Wraith, George is the poisoner, and Sam is the old Fangu. And
What's a bluff?
Amy Rose is the monk. You can have Balloonist if you want. I haven't been using it.
Yeah, I'll take Balloonist.
Nice. I'll claim Wraith. Actually, I could claim Fortune Teller.
Okay, George is a poisoner. Okay, fucking hell. And Claire's
Zach's the poisoned FT every night.
Zach's a poisoned fortune teller. Who's? Oh, you're the other minion. That makes sense.
So the other people that work on night one are Brad, Claire, and Adam. So some combo of VI, Noble, Librarian, Shugenja. Adam probably a top one. That I don't know where the cannibal is, and we can't do anything about it. So yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. I'll take Balloonist.
Cool.
All right, thanks.
All right,
Yeah.
good luck.
Good luck.
Can I ask, while I'm peeking, are you about to wake up Zach?
Yeah.
We are. Yeah. We're gonna wake up Zach.
Amazing.
Would you like to stay?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Sounds like a plan. Incoming. Hey, Zach.
Hey, let's go.
Please pick 2 players.
Oh,
But,
wait.
can
But
I ask you a
Seamstress is a
question
one
about
the
the
game ability.
seamstress?
What's going? What?
Do you have a rules question, Emerald, that you need to ask
Just finding out
specifically right now?
how many times the seamstress wakes up during the game.
Yeah.
I believe all the information you need is on the task, in this case, the night order
Well,
sheet.
well,
Zach,
well,
please pick 2
okay.
players.
Something crazy going on here. So I'll pick George and Alana, please. I don't know why I get another use, but
George
that's fine.
and Alana, you learn a no.
A no? Oh, wow. Crazy. Thank you.
You're poison.
You're welcome.
See you guys.
Bye. Oh my god, what a little nerd. All right. Well, we will now wake Fran Dolphin and inform him that. Actually, he's going to get a different direction. Yeah, so that is going to be very confirming of Claire.
Yes.
Notably, also, because Alana specifically is now the evil Fangu, there is no longer a Puzzle Master ability in place. So Claire is now an unpoisoned, sober village idiot.
Yeah. So this could be really useful for the good
It's
team.
quite useful. Yeah. Right, so we will wake Fran and tell him clockwise. If I can oh, that's why. I will tell him with my words because he doesn't have a Shukenja token, so I can't click clockwise. There we go. All right, so he's got that. We will wake Claire and ask her to make a choice. We will wake Brad and ask him if he wants to use his ability. And Tessa of the Morning will learn a 1, which is pretty spicy.
Claire's picked
Claire's
George.
picked
Gonna get an
George. Yep, indeed she will. Let's see what else. Fran just says yes many times over. Brad is still not using his ability. And we'll just send Tessa of the Morning that 1. And that's it.
What did Claire get in night 1? Claire picked Emerald and learnt evil. So it's gonna look like there's been no puzzle drunk, which is fine.
Yeah, I think that's, if anything, that's quite good because it's gonna hide the outsiders really well.
Yeah.
I think what's gonna be really tricky is sort of late game, like where the outsider claims are.
Yeah.
But I guess what I think could be really interesting is if there's like a player alive, if people start building worlds where that player is a hermit or mutant, whichever one isn't. Like if Danica dies, they might be going, okay, well, there must be a hermit alive, and then stop trusting someone's information.
That is true.
So I'd be intrigued. Yeah. Good morning, everybody. I have tragic news, which is that Sam has died in the night.
That's annoying.
Not Sweet Sam.
Do you know that's
Sweet
really
Sam.
annoying?
Who would do this?
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing so well.
That's great. I'm trying to.
I wouldn't worry about reading that.
Oh, you should. You
That's fucking brilliant. I was like, wait. I just saw okay. I'm like, what's going on here? That's incredible. Honestly.
I'm the monk. What's going on with you?
I'm the fortune teller with a no on you from night 1.
Yay! I might switch to protecting you then. I had someone else request it last night, but I can switch to you.
I think that's probably a good idea, yeah. Even though if there's a poisoner, I think I'm going to be poisoned, but that's okay.
Okay.
Bigger. But we'll see. It's interesting, though. So, I can't remember. I think you were the only person that I told that I checked Sam, so I don't have to keep that up. So I'll just fake it up a little bit. But that's interesting. We will see.
Adam was the sixth veteran himself as well. I'd be surprised if he was evil.
Yeah, exactly. Adam's just doing Adam things currently.
Cool.
He told me he was the wizard and that he wished that whatever team I think I'm on when the game ends, I'm actually on the other team, which is, you know, in some way a
You
fun little
specifically-
wish for him to make
Yeah.
up. So, you know,
I could believe that.
yeah, it's quite nice. And then he said, "Oh, actually, I forget whether it was for you or someone else." So, you know, it's. I think in many ways we're all home again, is what I'm saying.
Nice. We are.
Okay. So,
Okay.
but unfortunately, the population of this current chat makes me firmly believe that you're a lying liar who lies. So, you know, we'll see how we go.
That
with
doesn't seem like me. Thing is, I'm thinking the exact same thing, Tessa.
that. About me, yeah, fair
Yeah.
enough. I can see why you
Well-
would from your perspective.
You sure? I can't want all that. Just Claire and Fran dead, and I'll be happy. I think.
I don't think I want Fran dead right now. I think Fran's good.
Okay. Let's kill
What are you?
Claire then. Sure. I don't think you're a very good minion, Sam. I don't. What are you? You didn't tell me anything, Sam. What's going on with you?
Well, I'm dead, and that means that I have more trust than you, a living player.
Oh, okay. Well, there's a bigger mortis on the script.
And a Fangu. But also,
yeah,
I'm dead.
that's it. Yeah, do. Sure. Well, I mean, should we go Wraith? You probably know what I am anyway. So, hey ho, I'm the seamstress.
Ooh, fun. Cool. It could be interesting to, if you haven't made a pick yet, to base stuff of Zach.
Oh no, it's final 3 use only.
That's fair. Well, if
Yeah.
Zach is still alive in
Yeah.
Final 3, then I would put one of those.
There we go. Yeah. So there we go.
Cool.
Also, I might catch a Wraith this way. I don't use it. I'm more likely to catch the Wraith, you know? So I wake up every night. Ooh, do I see the Wraith? Do I see them? If I see them, then I'll use it. I spot the Wraith. Okay, now. Guaranteed.
That is genuinely something that I thought about with this script, is to
Yeah.
hold your abilities just so you get a chance to look around.
It's for Wraith fishing. So the Wraith outs and say, oh, there's a guaranteed pick. Pick you. Gotcha. So that's
I like
the
that a
plan
lot.
anyway. That's the plan.
Cool. Well, I got one useful piece of information. I didn't really get much more. I've got either a balloonist or a high priestess ping.
Oh, right, you're claiming one of those roles.
As a nurse, sorry, hi Theo, we're chatting about not the game things.
Awesome.
No, because you've got a red mask on.
Red mask. What's a red mask? It's a cool mask. And also
It's a
got
very
a neat
cool mask.
wand from Clocktower Con Sydney. Amazing. It's a cool wand. You can use this for waking people up in the night by bonking them in the head or something.
This feels like you're
You
keeping
probably
me here.
hear
I'm going to go and talk to other people.
Oh, all right. I got more merch I can advertise.
More merch. I love free
Yeah,
merch.
I got the playing
advertising.
card. I got the playing cards too. Maybe I'll spray them out later. I got the carousel behind me. Yeah, all these things from Clocktower Con Australia. Amazing.
They are pretty cool.
Amazing.
The minion or Adam's just good.
Yeah, those are I think the possibilities that lay before us. Yeah.
Now that the game has not ended.
I know. We are really good at this. It's
I
great.
think the game's
People-
solved, yeah. Day
Yeah,
two, it's
no,
wrapping.
totally. Yeah, so Adam, either good or a minion. That's all we need to know.
Yeah,
And also,
yes.
Brad told me he had a blue token, so I think between the three of us,
Must be true.
we've nailed it. We can call
You
it
are
quits and have an early night.
You are the other person that the Shigenjas are pointing to.
Shigenjas, plural. It's George, surely. The Shigenja is George. Is
Well,
that not
that's
it?
one. That's one of them.
Oh, there's one of them. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you know, let's not do that again, because then I'll get really grumpy.
Okay.
Zach!
Welcome back to town, everybody. You know the drill.
I just got back to him. Brack! I assumed that was from Amy, but it caught me off guard.
Apologies, I was just berating Jack for leaving the chat and not telling me his info. Can I claim to be the Elsa here, though? I'll raise my hand.
Yeah, sure.
I would like to guess that Fran is the demon, and Emerald and Claire and Adam are minions.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, thanks for covering
Alana.
for me, but I'm the Elsa here. I'll do the same. Fran as a demon, Claire, Adam, Emerald, Brad as minions.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Fran?
That was well done. Yeah, I'll claim mouse here. I'll guess that Alana's the demon, and Danica, Amy, and Brad are all minions.
Thank you for that. Nominations are also open.
Can I nominate George, please?
You may.
I have heard of a seamstress saying that I am not on the same team as George, therefore George is a wrong-un.
George.
Other info.
The classic. Go for the classic Uno reverse, please.
Very well. Takes 5 to put George on the block, starting now.
Absolute classic.
Now, what if, and how about this, Seamstress was a triple claim?
Sam, are you playing a different game with like 20 people? in it?
4 is not enough.
No, but apparently, but I've heard of that is if George is right and saying seamstress and Claire is right and saying seamstress, I have heard of an unused seamstress. Same with the fortune teller thing earlier. Somebody said a fortune teller. Yes, I have heard of a fortune teller. No.
I have heard of a second call for nominations.
Does someone want to Uno reverse onto Claire? I'm a bit scared of dying to a hat.
I'll nominate Claire. I'm not scared of the witch.
Why have you done this?
Great. Claire might be a demon.
Claire? You a
Claire's
demon?
not a demon. Claire's not a demon. Claire is cleared by some other information as well.
All right. Takes 5 votes to put Claire on the block, starting now.
Yeah, this is not necessarily.
I've
There's not a good
heard-
kill right now.
I've heard there is a seamstress no between me and Claire. I don't know where this information came from.
5
Also-
is enough. Claire's about to die.
Also, Moo.
Yeah, I'll nominate Emerald, please.
Why?
Yeah, maybe not the smartest nom, if we think it's Typhon. But I do not think that Emerald is on the good team.
Emerald?
I tried to unmute and I accidentally voted on myself. I am on the good team. I am the fortune teller. I've got 2 Knights of Nose. I'm vibing. I have little else to say. A VI saw me as evil, but I think there's reason to think that that VI is drunk.
All right. Takes 5 to tie and 6 to put Emerald on the block, starting now.
Yeah, I'm the VI who saw Emerald as evil.
Three is not enough. Emerald safe, and Claire's still about to die.
Sad times.
I think you could be on the rosé though, Claire. What do you reckon?
I think there are 2 other pieces of information suggesting that I'm not.
What code are you using?
Closing today in 5, 3,
I think Tessa would be a good better nomination. Huh?
1. Claire is executed and dies. Good night.
Yeah, that's not good. That's
Interesting.
One of the
No, that's
very
not good at all.
One of the very few pieces of information the good team will have, and now it's gone.
Yeah.
That's just-
Although Fran, if he lives, will get another night of village idiot information, so it's not the worst thing in the world. But Claire was very confirmed with that Shugenja information, so that was a really, really good kill for evil, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. Getting that off during the day is
Yeah.
very powerful.
All right, let's grab Emerald and George.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hey.
George, please pick a player.
So, Tessa is the Oracle that's currently getting a 1, but I don't really see the value in poisoning that.
Agreed. Alana's
Fran,
the
I'm
Fango,
pretty sure-
if you didn't know.
Oh, I knew.
Oh, right,
Um,
you wrote it. Yeah, I forgot about
Brad's
that.
the drunk VI, assumably. Claire was the sober one that got us both as evil, so we really shouldn't
Oh, well,
associate.
that's not good.
I think we should do based on what you said anyway. Fran, Cannibal, Amy, Monk, Zach, FT, I don't. Probably one of those three, I guess.
Or if the cannibal's gonna get a sober, I think we poison the cannibal. We don't want the.
Yeah.
The
I'm pretty sure you can't be anything else.
So
Yeah.
that's Fran. Yeah, I'll go for Fran, please.
Yep, sounds good.
Okay, Fran it is. Thank you, George.
Outsider that can't say it, by the way.
All right, bye, George. Emerald, I'm going to wake up. Yep, cool. Yeah, he's back to peak mode. I see. This is a very fun way to play the Wraith. I like this a lot.
Yeah, it's really nice.
So we'll wake Amy and ask her to make a choice.
Who is she gonna protect? Probably Zach again, I would say.
Yeah, that would be my guess.
Zach's finally gonna get some sober info, so hopefully that will be useful
Yeah.
for your team.
TBD if he'll believe it.
Yeah.
So I like the play of just going, yeah, you're poisoned. You're poisoned.
Yeah.
We can also. Oh well, I guess we'll wait to prompt Alana because we can get Emerald back in a chat with her.
Yes. Yes.
That should be good. Yeah. Only Amy can make her choice.
We could ping her into
slightly
the chat
faster.
and ask her to respond.
That is true because we have already, and we'll just ask her to
Yeah.
respond to the words.
Yeah,
I like
exactly.
that. Good call.
Especially as we are running a little behind schedule, but that's fine.
Yes. There we go. She has responded, and she is protecting George. Which is very funny because George, I think, explicitly claimed Banshee to her.
Cool.
Very well. So George is protected, and then we'll grab Emerald and Alana. Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Alana, please pick a player.
So I would pick either Amy Rose, who's the monk, or actually probably not Zach, because I'm double claiming Zach. You could keep him alive. Maybe Amy Rose the monk, but up to you. Tessa's the oracle, but it's gonna keep getting one, so it doesn't seem like a priority right now.
Yeah, now kill Amy Rose, please. Thanks, Alana.
Alright.
Is Zach
Thank you.
poisoned?
Thank you, Alana.
Thank you.
Zach's not poisoned tonight, but it's fine.
Okay.
Is Zach next?
We're about to wake up
yeah.
Zach, yeah.
We're gonna wake up Zach now. Hi, Zach.
Hi, Zach.
3 seamstress pings goes kind of hard. Wow.
Zach,
Heard
please
you're trying
pick
to
2
steal
players.
my identity, Zach.
Can I please pick Amy, Rose, and Brad?
Amy, Rose, and Brad. You get a no.
Wow, that's a lot of no's. I wonder if anyone's
That's
messing with your info.
Yeah, no, I swear I'm sober. This is crazy. I think Emerald might be the
Zach.
demon. Thanks.
Thanks,
All
guys.
right, we're probably gonna wake up some other people now.
Okay, I'm hard claiming FT, by the way.
Yes, I've heard.
Cool.
Great.
We've got Tessa
Alright.
Oracle getting a 1, Seamstress, see if he uses his ability, and Fran Village Idiot getting some VI info.
Yeah, I'm just gonna send all those cards out. I believe Emerald is in peak mode right now, so we'll see how that goes. And then Franable will get to pick a player. So I will send him specifically pick a player. And then I suppose I'm happy to give him Village Idiot, but just poison the information, if you're happy with that.
Fran? Oh, yeah, because he's poisoned. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Cool. Brad is still not using his ability, which is interesting. See how far he can drag that.
Yeah.
Fran has picked George. Should we say good, do you think?
Well, what's the current ruling on the drunk village idiot is that the cannibal eats them and gets sober information. So I think I would say good, and we imply that there's another village idiot out there. Maybe an evil player pivots to it. I don't know.
Fran has just said, "Wait, is it too late?" So I will.
Yeah, we can allow him to change it.
I will respond and say you can change it if you like. We'll see how he goes.
Yeah.
He has changed it to Amy Rose. I think surely now we say evil.
Yeah, it looks like Amy.
Although
can
she
do
has
jumps.
just.
Or
Yeah,
is vigor mortar
I'm
skills,
happy
which
with
I
that.
like that as well. I'm happy with evil here.
All right. Evil does. Yeah, it'll really make it look like a Vigor Mortis, especially with there's only going to be one outsider claim if Danica dies.
Yeah.
And with Alana claiming Balloonist, or I don't know if she's going to settle back into Alcahir if she realizes there's not one, but yeah.
Yep.
Evil, and it'll just look like it's lots of Vig poison.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Tesser gets another one, which will be even more interesting with that.
Yeah, that is a little strange,
right.
but I think that's fine.
Well, that's everything. Should we wake him up?
Yeah, let's do it.
Good morning, town. Amy Rose died in the night.
Okay.
What the? I was well suspicious. Who's killing me? You peeking Wraith?
Were you a good target, Amy?
Yeah, I was.
Village idiot. You?
Oh, I'm the fortune teller. I'm telling everyone the truth.
You're the fortune teller. Okay, cool. What do you got then?
I've gotten a whole bunch of no's.
Okay.
The only people I have not checked are you, Fran, and Emerald that are alive.
And you've got no's on everybody.
No on Sam and Danica, then a no on George and Alana, and then just a no on Amy and Brad.
Okay.
I'd be shocked if this is all sober information. Given the
You
fact
never
there's a Wraith on the
know.
show. You
Don't
never
be
know.
suspicious, Zach. It could be true and healthy and sober. All right. Well, you should definitely check me then.
I'll do that tonight for you. What have you been getting?
Cool. So I got an evil on Sam. I got a good on Claire, and I got a good on Emerald.
I think you might. Have you heard of another one? Because I think you might be the drunk one.
No, I mean I have, but they're lying. Obviously, I think Adam was. I think Adam was a village idiot.
Oh, because Sam's the high priestess who saw me night one when I saw him in a fortune teller. No, so I think Sam is likely good, and Emerald is double claiming me, so I think Emerald's likely evil.
I'll get bet.
True, good point. Yeah. Nah, I think he's the Wraith.
Okay.
You know.
And not anybody else.
Yeah. You
Alright,
could
well,
protect me. Like, I'm alright, but I'm sure there's other people you could protect.
yeah. I'm slightly suspicious of George. But I really don't have any information. I've kind of just been protecting people based on what they claim, but yeah.
Yeah. Apparently a drunk VI saw both me and George as evil. Which doesn't mean much.
Okay.
But like, I know I'm good, but George doesn't have to be good based on that info. So, yeah.
Yeah. But it's potentially likely they want it to look like you're on the same team at least.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay, cool.
Thanks.
See ya.
George, Emerald, Zach.
I think you're going to have a hard time telling people George and Emerald are not both minions.
That George and Zach are not both minions.
That George and Emerald are not both minions. I think people are going to struggle
Well,
with that.
George could be good, and then Emerald is a minion.
George could be... There's a Shugenja pointing at George and a village idiot evil on him.
All right, I'll just change it to Brad. Right.
Yeah, I would do Emerald first, honestly. I would do Emerald, then, Emerald, then Zach, then Brad, maybe? I think you could probably solve one of Zach and Brad evil.
Okay, so I'll do Emerald, Zach, and then who?
Brad.
And then Brad. Yeah, I mean Brad are good.
I don't want Emerald's sandwiched by people because people I think are gonna figure out that Emerald is evil.
Yeah, exactly. All right, Emerald, Zach, Brad.
Cool.
All right. Anything else? What's Adam?
Shugenja pointing at George. Claire was a village idiot. I think the only one.
Okay, cool. So that's fine.
Clockwise. We've killed everyone counterclockwise.
Okay.
So...
Oh, you're the cannibal.
No.
Well, you see, I've spoken to a Shugenja I trust, Fran.
Mm-mm.
Yep, not Francis.
Nope. No.
No.
Well, I don't trust them because they are double claiming me. And my role, which is Shugenja.
How about this? They can be the cannibal and you can be the Shugenja.
Why did we execute the cannibal on day one? That was really dumb of us.
It's really wild, wasn't it?
No, not the brightest. Who do you want dead, George?
I'm leaning towards Tessa. Have
Okay.
you...
I've got nothing from Tessa, though.
Basically, that is mostly based off the Shugenja information. Apparently, Claire made up the seamstress information because they're a VI who got me as evil. However, I haven't yet heard of another villager yet. Have you?
No. Last night I picked Emerald and I got evil, so...
Okay.
Welcome back, everybody. What's up, Amy?
I'd just like to let you all know that I was the mutant, so any information that I gave you or rules that I told you, just ignore them. Thank you.
You were a good target.
I was keeping up a thing for evil, but I decided it's better for me to come clean for outside account.
Brandolphin?
Yeah, could I please guess? Amy, Rose, and Tesso as demons, and George and Emerald as minions.
Thank you.
2 demons? Thank you.
Thank you, Jack.
Should we nominate Emerald?
Yes, can I please also here guess Emerald as a minion, Tesso as a minion, and go for Danica as a demon.
Thank you.
Why does everyone think I'm a minion?
Can someone else nominate Emerald?
Why don't we just not nominate Emerald?
George will nominate Emerald.
Why have you done this?
This is one of 2 good options I've heard today. Let's say I've heard of 2 evil pings on Emerald.
Emerald?
I've heard of good evil pings that are on you, George, and also on other places in the circle. I'm the fortune teller. I got 2 nights of no's on people I won't share. Then I got a yes last night on Amy, Rose, and Tesso. Which also lines up with Shugenja info I pointed towards Tesso. I don't like the fact that you're laughing at this, Tesso. I worry you're just not taking my claim seriously. I also know who the Wraith is. Just want to put that out there, but I'm not going to out them.
Alright. Takes 4 votes to put Emerald up for execution. Starting now.
I think
But I'll out them if they vote on this.
No, I won't.
Are you going to vote on the Emerald?
4 is
Not
enough,
outing
and
them.
Emerald is about to die.
What is the other ping on me? I've heard of a VI.
Are you going to out the Wraith, Emerald?
No, they didn't vote on me.
Danica nominates Tess, please.
Why?
She's having Serenova's minion fun, not demon fun, so just in case.
Tess of the morning, what do you have to say?
I'm having fun because of a very interesting conversation I had today with somebody. I really don't think we should lift this off Emerald at all, especially not to me.
Alright. Takes 4 votes to die and 5 votes to put Tess in the morning up for execution. Starting now.
There is a Shugenja and an FT pointing at Tesso.
One is not enough.
I'll just reveal I've told a couple of people, but I am the Shugenja with an anti-clockwise. And then there is VI information pointing on George as well.
I hear that the information was made up.
In 5.
It
was not.
I really hear it was.
2. 1. Emerald, you have been executed. A large rock falls on you and you die.
How did you know?
Good night.
Rip Wraith. No more waking up for him.
Yep. Which is kind of nice because that makes things a little faster. We can just kind of use the cards, I think, for everyone now. What's important is to specifically use the cards for good play. Even though the Wraith is dead, we're not going to start suddenly pinging good players and waking them up in the night because that would be really obvious. So yeah, we'll see what happens now. George is going to have to poison blindly, and Alana will have to kill without having a Wraith to guide her choice.
Yeah,
But
I do think they
hopefully
know
between the
quite a
two
lot
of
the
them.
Grim.
Yes, definitely.
George
So the
is
poison's
poisoned
going
Zach.
back on Zach. Yeah.
That's the dead reminder to him.
And oh, well, where'd that come from?
That's fine.
Oh, we must have collected poison at the same
I
time.
think so,
That's all
yeah.
good. Yeah. Yeah, it'll be interesting. I would imagine that Alana keeps Tesso alive here.
Probably. I mean, it's interesting to know what we're going to show Fran. Emerald was bluffing Fortune Teller, and we could give Fran Fortune Teller information, which I don't mind.
Yeah. I will say I'm happy for that. Oh, Alana's killing Tesso, which I also don't mind. Because I think George is a likely kill tomorrow, and then Tesso doesn't get that too. Knowing that I think Fran is very confident that Emerald is evil, so I also wouldn't be opposed to giving Fran true fortune teller information, which he will think is false because he thinks Emerald's evil and therefore thinks he's getting lied to.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
Okay. Either way, I think we wake Fran and we say, please pick 2 players.
Yeah. The other option I was considering was showing Village Idiots. I don't think Will will be claiming it, but if Fran is like, hey, I'm the Village Idiot, then that makes a really convenient excuse for the evil team to come up with an extra Village Idiot somewhere, which implies that Claire's drunk.
Yeah. I don't think
the evil
he's
team
going
makes
to
that
claim it.
help,
Yeah.
though.
So I think let's please pick 2 players.
I agree.
Call it a day. All right. That's done. Let's see if Brad's going to use Seamstress yet.
I suspect not. I think Brad will keep it till final 3, but we'll see. Yeah.
I think you are correct.
Still
And let's do you think we should wake up Zach, because we have been waking him up, and just see where he's at?
Let's do it.
I think it'll be funny. Cool. Hey, Zach.
I'm kind of sad Emerald's not here.
Oh.
I was like, I didn't want to execute him because it's funny.
Please pick 2 players.
Can I please pick Fran and Alana?
Fran and Alana, you learn a no.
Cool, thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, I think that's probably better.
Yeah, I think we sort of have to.
We'll see.
It's a very unlucky pick that out of his 6 no's, he chooses the one that happens to be the demon that we would actually say no to. But that's fine. I mean, it just makes Brad look like the demon, which honestly I don't hate. Because if Fran maybe got his Shugenja info on Brad, and then we just think Zach's evil, like that's interesting.
Yeah. So Fran has picked with the fake fortune teller ability George and Zach, and I am torn because I don't think Fran is entertaining any world where he thinks that Emerald is on the good team. So I think if we give correct information, that's actually going to make Fran want to kill. Like, I think if we say no, my guess is that Fran will push on George and Zach a bit harder as demon candidates. But I'm not confident in that read. I'm like 60-40.
I'm happy with that. It also lines up with, well, I guess it doesn't matter. I think it's fine. I mean, if Fran thinks he's evil, I don't think he cares. Like, if Fran...
Exactly. He's not going to read into the information. But I think, if anything, he might slightly read into, like, if we gave him a yes, he'd go, oh, well, they're probably not the demon. So I think we just say no and let him just check it in the bin. Okay, cool. We'll see how we go.
A question about the optional rule for the Wraith. It's kill, not execute, and does it work when dead? Yes and yes.
Yes. Zach has also just asked, does the Wraith Madness death thing happen even when the Wraith is dead? I'm going to say yes, because I think it's more fun that way.
Yeah. Cool.
Cool. All right. Well, that's our whole night. So we'll wake up to a dead Tesso and 6 alive, I believe.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Good morning. I think the demon got confused in the night and thought it was day 2 because Tesso the Morning has died.
Oh no.
What?
Right. I think we really need to kill Danica.
That's odd.
How many
Yeah.
people we got? One, two, three,
Now
four,
is
five,
fine.
six.
Final 3 is bad.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means. I've been too
It's
busy
the
listening
friend.
to
I
my
could add it publicly, but then I'd feel bad.
Alana, why have you not been replying to any of my messages? Come on now.
Amy. I don't know.
What's going on?
I don't know, Brad. What are you?
Huh? I'm the seamstress.
The one that got the note between Claire and George? We'll never know. We'll find out on Grim Reveal. It'll be fine.
Do you want a shot? A game.
I am kind of just. I feel like I'm having a very vibes-based game. So Emerald and Zach are in a double claim.
Yep.
Of Fortune Teller, and I'm
To
wondering
be
if
clear,
Zach. Sorry.
I do not think that Zach is the Wraith, but Emerald believes that Zach is the Wraith. This is not me claiming that I think he is.
Yeah, Zach could just be like the hermit. I haven't really been paying attention to voting.
Mm-hmm. Well, apparently Emerald sees Zach with his eyes open, and that's not an allegation from me, and I don't believe it. I'm different from this allegation.
It's like it's hearsay, so like someone else should die for that, obviously.
We're spreading rumors. Yep. Yeah, I also do think Emerald's probably more evil than Zach. But...
Yeah, I struggle. I turret Emerald.
Why do people want you dead, do you know?
Oh, I don't know. I think it's because I'm playing on being open monk and haven't died, but like, like it's fine. I'd rather do it now than in final 3, but I'd also rather kill the demon.
Yeah, I think George is evil. I think if it's figure, it's probably George, and if it's a jump, I think it came from Amy. Is my current thoughts.
I could say that. I would probably like to go towards George or me today. George because I think George is evil, and me if it's going to be me in final 3.
Sure. Okay, I'll see what people want to do. I think my preference is George, but if people really want you out, then maybe it's better to just do it now.
Yes, I would very much not like to lose in final 3 because.
Oh my god, where's Zach? Theo, you're not Zach.
I'm not Zach.
Zach, where's Zach? Hi, Zach.
What's going on?
Hello.
We've been waiting for you.
Sorry. I've gotten to know every single live player. I've definitely been poisoned at some point.
I think I've been poisoned too.
You think so?
By what? Where's all this poison? Just like one poisoner that's wreaking havoc this much.
Hey, who did you pick on night 2 and 3?
2 was yourself, Alana, and George. Night 3 was Amy and Brad.
Hate that.
Yeah.
You and Emerald are in a double claim, right?
Yeah, Emerald's evil, it's fine.
Emerald's evil, yeah.
Adam and George are in a double claim.
Yeah, and Claire.
George is evil, it's fine. Yeah, Adam's information directly points towards either George or Sam being evil. I very much believe George to be evil.
Everyone alive apart from you is in a double claim, Alana.
That's crazy.
Well,
wait, what's
how's
is Fran? I haven't spoken to either Fran or Brad. Are they both in double claims?
I don't know what Brad is, but I think Brad's good. We've been hanging out.
Oh yeah, I think Brad's good too. Brad's deep in a tunnel. Deep.
I'm sus of him in every other world.
Welcome back to town, everybody. There's 6 alive. Noms can just sort of be open all day.
Can I nominate George, please?
Yeah, why have you done this?
Adam, is it okay if I speak to your role and information?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
Adam is the Shigenja pointing counterclockwise towards Tesso, George, and Sam. I really trust Tesso. I don't think Tesso is evil. I think George is the next one along. Apparently, George is also in a double claim with Adam. I don't see a world in which Adam is evil, as he put the 6th vote on himself to execute him day 1. I think George is a worthwhile execution here today.
George?
I agree with most of what you said. My concern is there is quite a lot of evil information on me, and I don't want to be in a situation where I'm pushed on in the final 3. I'm not in a double claim with Adam. Evil most likely knows this. I'm the Banshee. I told Adam this day 2 after Adam died. But I have no problem with dying here.
All right. Takes 3 votes to put George up for execution, starting now.
I think you're in a Shigenja triple claim.
So all of the
So
voting on
there
George.
was
Yeah. George is a minion at worst.
5 is enough. George is on the block, is what he is.
But we didn't need to overvote y'all, so that makes
Adam,
it
did you
down
have
the bottom
something to
right
say?
I was just going to speak to the Shigenja. What George said on day 2 is true. He did tell me he did back down from Shigenja on day 2. The other Shigenja claim was a role swap with me. So no one is actually in a Shigenja double claim with me.
Yeah.
Alrighty. I don't think we'll beat 5, but just in case, you can have like 5 seconds.
Yeah, sorry, this isn't a nomination. Could I claim us here and guess that George and Emerald are minions and Amy, Rose, and Danica are demons?
Thank you. Closing the day in 5. All right, George is executed and dies, and you all go to sleep. All right.
Well, looks like there's 2 pretty useful poison/kills. We've got Zach and Brad, and the evil team can't coordinate now that there's no Wraith, so they will have to get a bit lucky here.
There's also no poison. Yep. But I do think, I will say, as much as Brad is going to get very powerful information, I think Brad has little to no social trust and is very much tunneling on an incorrect world of Typhon, where he really wants Fran to be killed. George says, please fuck with Fran, thank you. So that can be arranged. I think we can give Fran... We could tell Fran that he has the Zealot ability, because the Cannibal and the Zealot are jinxed.
That's true, but George didn't vote yesterday.
I don't think that's useful.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It would do simply nothing. Yeah, I'm not totally sure in what way. We could give Fran some bullshit noble pings or something. We could give him a librarian ping on like the wrong
we
people
could also
as
just
mutant.
not wake him up and be like, you.
Yeah, we could also just
I don't know. He knows he's evil, like George is evil. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah, but it's more that George has asked us. George knows it's not going to be helpful. I think he just wants us to mess with Fran. So I'm happy to oblige just to get in Fran's head a bit and give him... We could give him another Shigenja ping pointing the other direction. Fran might also just die, but we'll see. Either way, let's find out who Alana's going to kill first and foremost. That is a very loud flame. Yeah, I think Fran seems very much in Fangu worlds.
Yeah,
but it'll be interesting as like no one's claiming outsider. Yeah. Oh, Alana's killing Zach. I like that. I think that's good.
Yeah, it's gonna be very strong for the evil team.
Yeah, I'll ask Brad. I don't think Brad's gonna use it, but I'll ask him. And then let's see. What? I think I would like to fuck with Fran. Brad's still not using it. I don't know if... I think we just send him more Shigenja information.
Yeah,
because he knows he's evil. It's not going to mean anything, and we'll just Shigenja him towards Claire.
Sure, that's fine.
Yeah, that's pretty innocuous. Anti-clockwise. There we go. Yeah.
Cool.
Let's
wake everyone up.
Yeah, I'll just give a tick to make sure that Fran has seen that.
Sure.
And then we'll be good to go.
Yeah, too easy.
All right.
I wonder if Brad will live to the final 3.
I don't know. I'll be curious to see. Like, I don't think. Good. Okay.
Excellent.
Yeah. I think if he does, he'll get to use his ability, but I don't think he'll have the social trust to get away with it. Perhaps, but we'll see.
Yeah, I think so.
Good morning to everyone except our dear friend Zach, who died in the night. There's 4 people alive.
I'm leaning more towards Vigor Mortis worlds now.
I think we should sleep. Also, I've got an announcement to make to everybody. I'm the monk, not the mutant.
Executed, or do you die?
It's just once per game, one player who is mad about it dies. But like if a dead player came out and was mad about it, then like that wouldn't kill anyone. And it's just a death. It's not an execution.
Cool. Thank you so much.
Indeed.
And last night, I'm sorry, Zach.
Are you still the monk,
Okay.
Danica?
Yes, I'm the monk.
What?
Right.
I
So Amy
think
Rose is claiming outsider to cover Danica, but Danica is, well, we don't know if Danica's actually an outsider or just in a legitimate double claim.
Or just evil. Yeah, sorry. I should probably said
Yes.
this earlier, but I thought I was being nice because Danica said she was happy to die, but she's still alive. And
We're missing outsiders, so it's fine.
so I think, yeah.
I
Okay,
just
so
got Adam.
Emerald, Zach, Brad, George, Fran. Okay.
Emerald, Zach, Brad, George, Fran. So I believe Emerald, Minion, George, Minion. Like everyone else good.
What's so Fran's claiming the townsfolk. George and Emerald VI have got evil on both of them.
Yeah,
Either Zach or Brad claiming the minion. As far as you're aware.
Claiming Minion.
Sorry, mutants.
No. I haven't. Amy Rose is claiming mutant for a while. I haven't heard of outsiders. I guess it's a Fangu script. I don't know if it's not come out, but also I think there's poisoning. I think Zach's info has been poisoned.
Okay. I realized I said mutant. I meant outsider. I can't speak today. Just to try and make sense of that. I don't know what Brad's claiming.
I don't either. I feel like Brad is good or flying very under the radar.
Cool. Zach claimed fortune teller. Emerald claimed fortune teller. Emerald says that Zach's the Wraith.
Emerald is the Wraith, I believe.
Yeah, that's what I figure.
Yeah.
Trying to push it onto Zach. So what you've got? Then one of the outsider, then back to the minion, and then Fran.
It's like either Fran is demon.
Yeah.
Fran dropped on Emerald. Brad like under the radar, and Danica I think is a good.
You keep going.
I've been thinking Elsa here, but I don't.
I suspect Amy Rose is just like Vig killed or
Protect me tonight. Protect me tonight.
Protect you? What are you? You said
I'm
you're the
seeking-
St. Seamstress.
No, I haven't used it yet. I'm going to use it tonight. So protect me. I'm going to use it tonight. I know, stay to final 3. I'm going to use it tonight.
Okay,
So, yeah.
fine, Brad. I'll protect you.
Yeah. Flawless plan. Yeah.
Oh my god, Brad.
But why has Wraith just died?
Oh, that's why I'm thinking bigger, especially with like 0 outsider claims at the moment.
Yeah, but what's the point in killing it now? Do it.
I think we've definitely killed
The
Evils.
poison, I suppose.
Poison me.
Hello,
Go
friend
to
Dolphin. And everyone else.
Yeah, could I guess Sam and Brad as demons and Emerald and George as minions, please?
Thank you for that.
That's fair based off of Oracle info. I'll accept that.
There's 4 players alive.
We've killed an evil player.
Would all the living players like to sleep?
I think we've.
I think we can sleep.
We have
Certainly
absolutely killed
killed
evil
evil.
players.
Absolutely
It's fine to go to
killed
sleep.
We've got double claims.
Yeah.
We've got bigger
Alright.
problems than that, but yeah, we're
Let's
chilling.
And I will
Yeah.
close the day in 5.
I'm glad Emerald
I've
agrees.
seen a dead player that has woken up. While I was
Okay, good
awake.
night. Alrighty, we can do this pretty quickly.
Yeah, I imagine.
Really just comes down to who Alana wants to kill, whether it's Fran or Brad, basically. I think socially people trust Fran.
Yeah, I think so. I think if I was Alana, I'd be killing Fran, but it's hard to know what Alana gets in the moment of things.
Yeah. I think it'll be really interesting as well, because if they do think it's Vigor, there's a very real world where Amy Rose is poisoning Brad, and therefore Brad's seamstress information is bullshit. But yeah, okay. Predictably, Fran dies. And let's find out what Brad wants to do.
Yeah.
Watch him say no.
Watch him say Alana and Danica.
Yeah, I mean, he probably will, but like, who knows? I don't know if there's anyone that Brad like firmly trusts as being on one team or another.
Fran and George.
No.
They're not on the same team, but
Fair
it's
enough.
not very helpful when Fran does.
Yeah, I agree. On the two dead players, I will be interested to see how this day goes, and let's find that out now.
Yeah.
Good morning to everyone except for Fran Dolphin. It is your final day.
That's weird.
Damn it.
Brad? Go
I
ahead,
used it last night, my seamstress power, and I picked Fran and someone else to try and clear. Damn it! I was fucked on Fran being alive. Alright.
Wait, what'd you get?
Okay, I picked Fran and George got no.
Oh.
I believe
I
it.
think-
I believe that. George is
I-
the poison
that
now.
doesn't make it.
I think we're playing who did Amy Rose jump to, quite frankly.
No, I'm the monk.
I think it might be
who
worth-
did Tessa
Can't be
jump
zealous.
to?
What's
I
that?
don't like that
Danica.
Emerald is agreeing with me, but I agree.
All right, I see a lot of hands. I think Sam's is up first, and then we can just go around. Cool.
So, I died very early on, and I noticed when looking at the script that if it's Fangu, because we're on base 2 outsider, someone would have to have the Zealot ability, because either Zealot is in play or Hermit is in play. Unless Hermit -1, like, could work, but unlikely. There has been no player who has voted on every nomination. It cannot be a Zealot in play, cannot be Fangu. I think we should be building Vigor Mortis worlds with Amy Rose the Vigor Killed Me.
Zach?
I will say from my end, I'm the fortune teller that has gotten consistent no's on everyone. I am of the belief that there was probably a poisoner that was targeting me, because Emerald was the Wraith that woke up with me every night. So I think Emerald was able to coordinate with the poisoner to poison me. I believe as well as I think it's probably Fangu over Vigor Mortis, personally. In that world, it would have to probably be Sam, but I think that is a bit more tenuous. I think if there was a Fangu jump, it's either Alana or Danica. I don't think Brad was a Fangu jump, but I don't have anything that can distinguish between Alana or Danica there.
Danica, what are you?
I'm the monk. I've been protecting Zach most of the game. I switched to Fran after Fran claimed cannibal, and then I switched to Brad last night at Brad's request.
What?
I am the monk, and Danica is like either an outsider that's been jumped to or just evil. Brad is socially been reading very good via this wild tunnel that me and him have been getting into. And also by how straight he was when Fran died and he used his ability over there. So I think it's between Alana and Danica has just like been running with Monk this whole time, and I am the monk, so that's all I gotta tell you.
I just want to say that I am the real fortune teller. I saw Zach on the very first night and we came to an understanding, but at this point it's pretty safe to say Zach is the Wraith when I saw him wake up. I have no on Adam and Sam, then a no on Brad and Fran, then a yes on Tessa and Amy. So I don't think Brad was the starting demon. I could see all 3 of them really as Fangu jump targets. That's tough.
What are you, Alana?
Well, it is the final day, so nominations are open all day.
Yeah, I should share my info. I'm the balloonist. I'm not sure if I got around to everyone. I got Emerald, then Zach, then Brad, then George, then Fran, then Brad. I got Zach and Brad together, which is weird. I think one of those nights are poisoned. I don't know how that matches up with Zach being poisoned every night, unless Sam is like Vicar killed. But I got Brad again last night.
Was that Emerald, Zach, Brad, George, Fran, Brad?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
I
don't
mean,
really know
Emerald
what
to
to
Zach makes sense. That's probably minion to townsfolk.
Mhm.
Zach to Brad.
Outsider.
Could easily be outsider or even the jump.
Could that
then
mean as a
Brad
jump
George
to Brad,
makes sense.
maybe?
George to Fran makes sense. Fran to Brad makes sense. Like that lines up with the jump to Brad.
Yeah, it does.
But it
Fran?
also could be Alana.
What's going on with you?
I'll go after other people have gone. I think it makes more sense. A cannibal.
But you're the cannibal?
Tesso, do you want to go next?
Well,
Sure, I'm the Oracle. I got a 1 after Sam and Adam. It didn't change.
I had Shigenja counterclockwise.
Pardon?
One and only VI, it seems, with an evil on Emerald night 1 and an evil on George night 2.
Yeah, I haven't been able to make much sense of my info. I got Shigenja clockwise pointing towards Emerald once we executed Adam. I got a VI evil on Amy Rose after we executed Claire. I got a fortune teller no on George and Zach after we executed Emerald. And I got a Shigenja anti-clockwise after we executed George. And I died.
This has been a very long day, so I'm going to start to push the living players for nominations.
I think Brad starting Puzzle Master, drunking you, and then you sober up after Amy jumps them is my world.
Okay, same.
That makes sense.
Yes. Can someone talk me out of this? Danica is double claiming Monk. They're a minion. But I'm only worried that Danica is also very good at playing Demon, so I'm not sure if this is a double bluff. And my info suggests Brad, but Danica's sort of acting more evil. What do you guys think?
I don't know who had a hand up first between Zach and George, so Zach, go for it.
I think it was George. So George, if there's something you'd like to say, you can go first.
Yeah. So the thing that's not adding up for me is that Fran had my Banshee ability when Fran died at night, I am pretty certain. So I'm reading Fran as very socially good. I know there's been poison information going around. I think we still have a living poisoner, which means there are 2 evils alive and 1 good.
I think the Brad Puzzle Master world doesn't exactly work with my information then, because then that would imply, unless it's Puzzle Master and Poisoner, then in that case, so then Tesso would be Puzzle Drunk, I would be poisoned consistently, so then Claire would be sober. Night 3, I got a no on Brad and Amy. I don't think Amy Fengu jumped.
I think I'm the only good alive. What should I go for?
I mean, it makes sense that the poisoners found you by then, right?
Brad, I don't think there's 2 evils because I think Emerald and
The
George
second
are the
call
minion.
for nominations.
I'm starting
None
to
of them are
think
nominated.
that I think it is a Fengu, but I don't know who jumped. But I think I'm leaning more towards Alana than Danica personally.
Like George was still alive on night 3. Like he can have easily found you by then.
Sorry?
George was still alive on night 3. He can have easily found you by then.
I am on the good team, but I do agree we do have a poisoner.
If there are no nominations, the day will
We
end
need
in
to
fire.
nominate.
4.
I'll nominate Danica.
Why?
I think this makes the most sense with the claims. I think Brad is reading good.
Danica?
Yeah, I think Brad was reading socially good when he asked me to protect him, which is why I did. But Alana's information really lines up, so I'm leaning towards nominating Brad and hoping for the best. I'm still the monk.
All right, it takes 2 votes to put Danica up for execution. Starting now.
We should get this on the vote, right?
I think it's Alana.
I think it's just Brad. All the information makes sense with Brad.
It makes sense with Brad, but
I don't think it's Danica.
Two's enough. Danica's about to die.
Alana's own information points
Brad
towards it being
nominates
a jump
Alana.
to Brad, but then nominated Danica. I don't see why Alana, as a good player, would nominate the person that the jump.
Brad,
is
tell
a-
us about it.
Yeah, I think Alana's the demon.
Alana.
Not the demon.
All right, 2 to die, 3 to die. Starting now.
We have to be careful here. Emerald will rise up on this, so just be careful.
We need more votes, guys.
That's fine. We can beat that.
4's enough. Alana is about to die.
We have to move it.
There
Danica,
is one nomination
Is
left.
it a double bluff? Is it a double bluff?
Danica, we've
You know
got
what?
you, me, Tesso, Adam, Claire. We can beat that. with
I
five.
I would like to nominate
I'm good.
Brad,
Don't move
please.
it.
Tell us why.
I will give the dead players a chance to move it if they would like.
Brad, your defense.
I can see evil team rising up already. I am good. I'm the seamstress to help the final 3. This is ridiculous. Don't vote. You will lose the game.
All right. 4 to tie, 5 to die. Starting now.
I think Zach's double bluffing us.
It felt like a real double bluff, but
7 is all the remaining dead votes. That cannot be beaten. So, Brad, you are executed and you die, which means the game is over. And I would like to congratulate Emerald's team,
Thanks, Emerald.
the evil team, on their victory. Let's start with Sam. Sam is the Fengu.
Sorry.
On the first night of the game, we woke up Sam, and Sam got a pleasant surprise because who was there to greet him but Emerald, your Wraith, who we'll get back to that. But yes, Sam and Emerald very quickly coordinated, figured out that Alana was an outsider based on her voting patterns. Alana was your starting hermit, who immediately became the Fengu and wins the game with the evil team. The rest of the winning evil team is George, your poisoner, who Zach correctly figured out was poisoning him for most of the game. Zach is your real fortune teller. And that brings us back to Emerald, who decided after we, woke him up with George and Sam, he said, I think I want to stay in here for whoever you're going to wake up next. So we just brought Zach right into the chat with Emerald. So Zach immediately knew that Emerald was the Wraith and got to enjoy that all game with Emerald then double claiming him to his face, which was part of why Zach and Tessa the Morning, I think, were laughing. Tessa was also your Oracle, who had very sober, very powerful information to trace that Fengu jump, and then the evil team decided to leave her alone until you executed Emerald during the day, and at which point evil killed Tessa in the night. Adam was your Shugenja, who you killed on the first day, who had very useful information pointing directly towards George, which also lined up with Claire, but we'll leave that for just a second. When you executed Adam, Fran the Cannibal got very, very powerful Shugenja information pointing clockwise towards Emerald, which meant that Claire, as the one and only village idiot, was very, very confirmed good. However, Claire, you started the game as the puzzle drunk, which we thought would be useful, but then you picked Emerald, who we were like, at some point he's gonna get outed evil, so we might as well give you evil to start. But then the puzzle master immediately went away, so you just got sober information on George, who was also evil. So you were very confirmed. However, on the day that the town executed you and Fran the Cannibal got to eat you for lunch, Fran was poisoned by George, so Fran got evil on Amy Rose, the good monk, which was a very sneaky hidden poison. It also worked very well with Zach, who had gotten 2 poison no's, first on Sam and Danica, then on George and Alana, and then he picked Brad and Amy Rose, who were just genuinely no's because Fran was our red herring. And so at that point, Zach's going, I've got no's on all these people I'm poisoned, and Fran had that really, really crucial poisoned information. So well done, George, on that. And that leaves us with Brad, who is our seamstress, who genuinely waited until final 3, but then used it on George and Fran, who I think at that point most people knew were on the opposite teams. And last but not least, that leaves us with Danica, our mutant, who was one of the other outsiders hiding in our town. And that was our game. Thank you all so much for helping us share the Wraith with everybody. Big thanks to Emerald for making that incredibly fun as the Wraith. And yeah, well played to both teams. That was really, really wonderful.
So good.
Yeah, Tessa, you
Well
know.
done, everybody.
well played,
Brad,
Evil.
I still enjoyed our tunnel. And Danica,
Yeah.
I'm sorry I turned on you at the end. I should have just stuck to my
No,
guns.
it was okay. I was just panicking. I'm like, I'm sorry, Amy. I have to make you look evil. We're gonna lose the game.